Good evening and welcome to Conversation with Grandma Polly, Season 5, Episode 8. Please remember to share and like Conversations with Grandma Polly on Facebook and YouTube. Put a pin right there and I'll be right back. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for joining Conversation with Grandma Polly. We have an interesting guest here tonight. But before we go into that, did you know many dyslexics are also quite sincere when it comes to their personality? The experiences as a result of their reading and writing challenges can cause them to feel more empathetic toward others who may struggle. They have a wonderful imagination. Dyslexic can really envision a fantastic view of the world. And tonight we have a young man here by the name of Jermaine Seamon. I want you guys to help us welcome him as we introduce him. Y'all, let's welcome him to the front.
Tonight's guest, Jermaine Seamon, is a Philadelphia native who currently resides in Metro Atlanta, Georgia. Jermaine has been married for 22 years to his wife, Felicia, and they have one daughter, Jordan Christine, who is 20 years old. Jermaine is a crime scene investigator with the DeKalb County Police Division's CSI unit and holds a bachelor's degree in social relations and criminal justice and a master's degree in adult and continuing education, both from Cheyney University of Pennsylvania, the first historically black college and university. Jermaine is an accomplished children's book author known for his imaginative storytelling and heartfelt messages. Jermaine's always had a passion for writing and a deep love for comic books, using the world that comic books afforded him as inspiration for his own stories. With his daughter Jordan by his side, they released their first children's book, Daddy's Big Secret, Jordan Learns the Truth, inspiring acceptance and awareness around learning differences, similar to the challenges that he faced as a child and adult living with dyslexia. Jermaine's new book, The Little Bird, The Magic Oracle, is the first book of a chapter book series about magical worlds filled with adventure, encouraging readers of all ages to embrace the power of their own imagination. Jermaine is currently working on his third book and a new TV series. He is excited to finally share his new book, The Little Bird, with the world. To follow Jermaine and support his journey, visit their website at www.seamonent.com. That's www.seamonent.com. Follow Jermaine on social media on Instagram at JKS_author and on Facebook at JKS-author. And without further ado, Conversations with Grandma Polly friends and followers, let's give a warm welcome to Jermaine Seamon.
Yay!
Yes, yes. Wow. You guys,
Thank you, thank
Jermaine,
you.
I am so happy to have you here this evening, and I'm ready to do this interview because you have been a busy man. Say
Thank
hi
you,
to the
thank you.
people, and we'll get started.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
all right, we're gonna get started. Now, you're a diagnosed dyslexic, correct?
Yes, yes. I've
Okay,
since eighth grade. Yeah,
you said since age 3.
eighth grade, eighth grade.
Oh, eighth grade. Okay, I'm sorry,
Yes.
it's coming through kind of choppy on my end. But
Okay.
can you share with the audience a little bit about your dyslexia?
Sure. Well, dyslexia comes in different forms and affects different people different ways. My dyslexia affects me. It hinders me from my reading, my writing. It takes a little bit more time to understand things and to actually read and comprehend. It's not that I don't. It's not that I can't read or write. It just takes it longer for me to do the things that come normal to other people.
Okay, and when you say that, I think the first time I ever heard of dyslexia was back in the 80s on the Cosby Show when Theo was diagnosed with dyslexia. And I think understanding it from that point, it was like it wasn't that he couldn't understand, that he didn't know. It's just that he understood differently, and it took him a little longer to understand, but he was able to comprehend. And that was the first time I ever heard of dyslexia. And now we're going to go on to, can you tell us how and why you decided to become an author?
Oh well, it's very simple. My wife, for 22 years, years ago, I told her that I was diagnosed with dyslexia. I have dyslexia, and then she said, this is a wonderful story. This is a testimony that you should share with the world. And for years, I kind of doubted it because I always hid it from family and friends and close people who were around me. So she decided, and she basically pushed me to write this book. The book is actually it's a nonfiction book. I actually was walking to the library with my daughter, and this is what actually happened. So it was just a snippet of my life and saying how I told my daughter how I became dyslexic.
Okay,
Yes.
that's an interesting story. You know, it's an interesting story because so many times, people have these secrets that they are afraid to share with the world, let alone their families.
Yes.
A father or a mother, they would not want the child to know that I have these shortcomings in certain areas. And lots of times they hide it. And to me, in my opinion, it causes more confusion than being open. So I appreciate the fact that you was open about this book. And matter of fact, when I met you, it was your first book when you guys came to Charlotte, and we were in a book signing together. And just getting to know you guys more and more and more. Your wife is my manager now. And had you not put that story out there, I would have never known. We a lot of times we put labels on people in nasty ways, in derogatory ways. But had you not told me you were dyslexia, I would have never known that because you have achieved so many things. Not
Oh,
only
thank you.
just the
Thank you.
book, being that CSI officer, that takes a lot.
It does. It does. Thank you. Um, it's funny because you can't. A lot of people have disabilities or impairments that physically physical challenges that stop them from doing different things. And we all do. We all have better than everyone else. No one's perfect. But dyslexia, you can't see it, you can't feel it, but it's something that hinders me, and I always was ashamed of it growing up, especially in elementary school and high school and stuff like that. I didn't want anyone to know. Never told my coaches, never told my family and friends. But my wife said, you should tell your daughter. Your daughter needs to know this. So it's something that I now wear the badge of honor.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I love that. Because there's so many things that we hide, and I was just telling Felicia the other day when I found out you're coming on the show. It's the same thing as with Maria. Maria's not dyslexic, but Maria has limited abilities through her sickle cell, and I made her one of the strongest characters in the book to show people that it's not these titles that we have on us that determines who we are. And I just know that I'm proud of you. A lot of people don't know that I have 50% hearing in one ear, in the left ear, and 100% in the right. And they'll always say, "You talk so loud." That's because I can't hear.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't let those things hold me back. A lot of people stop and say, "Well, it's this little thing that bothers me, this, that, whatever," and they give up. And I admire that in you. Now,
Oh,
you
thank you. I appreciate
graduated
it.
from your first book,
Yes.
Daddy's Big Secret. That's what we were just talking about. And that's
Yes.
a nonfiction book, but it's a short story.
Yes.
Then you got grown on us, like my grandma used to say. He turned around and got mannish and went to a chapter book that's 133 pages. Whew, The Little Bird, The Magic Orchid. How did you do it?
Well, I'm not sure if you knew, but you were the inspiration of reading the Big Kids series, and I was always intrigued that they were chapter books. They were small chapter books for children and young adults to read. So I said, "Wow!" So you're the inspiration for that growth.
Wow.
See, yeah, I'm a crybaby. Why would you say something like that? But I appreciate it. Wow, that's a lot right there. Ooh, okay. I accept it. Wow. Jermaine, I'm not speechless all the time, but that one did it. Ooh,
But it's true.
that
It's
one
really
did
true.
it. And wow. And I had the privilege of reading that book, both of them. But that little bird, y'all need to read that. It is interesting to see how creative Jermaine is with this, and the vivid pictures that he paints through his words, and just the fact that knowing that you are dyslexia, it just blew me away because it's so professionally written, and the story is so well told. Um, it left me speechless after reading it, and I thank you for allowing me the privilege of reading it before it even hits the shelf. But you did an awesome job with that, my brother. And right now, your books are in more than 20 libraries and several bookstores, which is amazing. And your alma mater, Cheney University, is inducting your book into the college library next year. How does that
Whoa.
make you feel?
That's awesome.
Well, first of all, thank you. It makes me feel awesome. I believe that everyone in this world try to leave their footprint somewhere along the line, somewhere along the lines of the journey of going through life. And this is just my footprint, my legacy, my giving back. Going back to my alma mater, being the first HBCU, It's great to have it in the library for posterity and for educational marriage to see and other majors to see and read is great. Having it in different bookstores, people can purchase my book. I never thought that my words meant anything to anyone else but me, but it's great to see that I can spread knowledge and love through my words.
Hmm. Well,
Wow. Wow. I'm so tempted, but I'm gonna leave it right there because the story is so great. And if I start talking about it, I'm gonna give too much information. But do you want to tell a little bit about what the little bird is?
Sure. The Little Bird is a story about a bird and of course a bird and his special friend and their journey throughout life and throughout this um, interaction they have. It's something that we all go through. You know, it's about relationships. We all have a different relationship with different people, and certain people come into our lives for a season and a reason. And these two people, this bird and this person, interacts for a reason, and it just shows a journey of what they go through.
That is awesome. Totally awesome. And the fact that you said, there are times people comes into your life for reasons and seasons. And I remember meeting you guys, Felicia and Jordan first. They came ahead of you, and it was just some people, you make a connection with right off of the bat, where you just click, and we kept in contact with each other. And when I moved to Georgia, it was like the relationship just growed. And not only that, she's my manager and you her husband, but like we became family. It's building those relationships that make things special. And you guys are
Yes,
special to us. And I know Felicia's out there watching right now, grinning because Jermaine did such an awesome job with these books. And I mean, guys, I don't mean to keep repeating that, but it's the truth. It gives me goosebumps. And it's just awesome. Kenny, I think right now we can go into the Patreon, and because tonight we have a giveaway, and as the Patreon is playing, I'm going to tell you what you got to do in order to win what we're giving away. The new book, The Little Bird, The Magic Oracle, is now available for pre-order, guys. And guess what? Your Jermaine is giving away a free personalized gift to the first 100 people who pre-order. And Jermaine, you're giving away a copy tonight, right?
yes,
And what you have to do to win that copy is the first person who puts the name of Jermaine's first book into the comment, that's who will receive one of his new books when it's released. Because
yes.
I've read both of your books, and I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but both of your books have a huge focus on your family, and we're gonna come back and you're gonna tell us a little bit about that after the Patreon, please.
Okay.
all right. Here we go.
Okay, okay, okay. I hope you got it. Anybody out there got the correct answer? Let's hear it. Is there anybody out there who have the correct answer? What is the name of Jermaine Seamon's first book? Can anybody tell me?
We got
Nobody told me yet, Ken.
no, not yet. Not the exact. We have some, but it's not the
Some
exact verbiage.
stimulus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some stimulus. Some similarities.
Yes.
What are some of the answers they threw out there? Look at you,
We have.
man.
I think. Okay.
We have a winner.
Yay.
And the winner is Wayne Cooper. Give it up for Wayne Cooper, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Wayne. All right, Wayne. Go, Wayne. Yes. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You the old faithful. You're always here with us. We really do appreciate you. Now, back to you, Jermaine. I've read both of the books, and like I said, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers. But both of your books have a huge focus on your family. Why did you choose to use them in your writing?
I feel as though you should write about what you love, and it comes easy to you. Most people have one story in them. It's very hard to squeeze out two for other people. But if you write about what you love and what you're passionate about, it comes easy. I don't have a whole lot of friends, but I have a lot of family. And you're my family as well. Your brother Kenny as well. Your lovely wife. I don't believe in friendship. I believe in family.
Mm.
Wow. Tweety Bird said that's all, folks. I mean, that speaks volume, because so many times we go through life, and especially the way we live today. Growing up, family always stayed right there in the same community, close net up underneath each other. And now we're living in times where families on the West Coast, on the East Coast, up north, down south. And you never know who you're going to need. And a lot of times it's not material things. Sometimes it's just someone to talk to or someone to help guide you through something. And I love that. And I've always felt that way. I have plenty of people that I met in life to where they weren't just friends to me, they became family. And that's a great thing because family and family values speak volumes. And the other part you said, I agree with, and that's why I write my books the way I do. Even in our writers group, I would hear Wayne Cooper. Yes, Wayne, I'm gonna shout you out. Write about the things that you know, the things that you're familiar with, the things that you love. And then that makes the story flow easy. You take on the task of something you don't know or something you don't know about, then you may spend years researching before you even get started on your story. So I could understand why you chose family. Well, I can't wait for y'all to read this book because I got a question to ask Jermaine. I can ask y'all now. I won't spoil it, but it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. And
Thank you.
Jermaine,
Thank
you
you.
also, you know, I understand that our friend Ramona Big Eagle Moore, she has that
Yes.
great voice, and she's that national renowned storyteller. And I understand that she's going to be the voice for your audiobook.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes. So how does that make you feel?
A little overwhelmed. I know my wife read the book, my daughter read the book, you read the book, and a couple others have read it as well. And the feedback that I've gotten saying, "Hey, the words and she kind of jump off the page," but hearing her voice illustrate or saying the words that I wrote down, whew, powerful.
I get it. I know the feeling. Yes.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. When I did the bigger can deal with racism, she wrote the preface for that.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh wow.
just to see those words and hear those words jump off of the page. Yeah, you on to something, my brother. Now, are you putting out the audio book and the hardcover book at the same time?
That I'm not sure, so I have to get back to you on that one. But we're in contact with her right now, and she's very busy, of course. So right now she's working on getting that stuff done and getting it back to us. So we want to sit down with her in like the next couple of weeks, maybe right at the holiday season, right before holiday starts, and get her to record it so we get it all published and out to everybody.
Awesome. Jermaine, I am so proud of you. You just don't know how proud
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank
how
you,
proud I am of you. And
thank you.
I'm gonna mess with you now because behind every good man there's a good woman. We know that, right?
This, well, actually, the quote goes, "Besides every good man is a good woman."
Wait a minute. Say that and say that again.
It's
Say
not
it again.
behind, it's beside. It's beside every good man is a good woman. Because my wife is my equal.
Okay, that too. There you go. That too. Cause she's right there, and I tell you, she be on it. I know she do, cause she's so
Mm-hmm.
busy with you and myself. Well, both of us right now, because my book drops too. But we're going to talk about mine next week. Um, Anything else you want to say to the people? Can the people out there have any questions?
You got to invite them. Let's invite them to for questions if they have any questions. Facebook friends and peeps, if you
Uh,
got any questions that you'd like to address to Jermaine about his processes, his way he goes about writing these books, if there are any other challenges outside of everything he's already overcome that made him even more of a Superman, let us know in the questions
Oh,
and
thank you.
ask the man.
yes, please do. Because right now, Jermaine, is there anything you want to tell the people?
Um, well, I mean, there's nothing I haven't said before, but I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate the fact that that people are even interested in buying bought my first book and interested in buying my second book. Um, you know, when ha- having dyslexia and then on reading, it changed my life. I mean, I school never easy for me, but I always love the fact that I can listen to a good book or hear a good book, like Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. It took me to another fantasy place. Comic books as well. These things kept me grounded in education and wanted to learn and wanted to be more involved in school. If it wasn't for these tools, then I probably don't know where I would be.
Wow. Wow.
That's awesome. So, if there is someone out there who has a child or even an adult, because sometimes, we feel like once we become adults, we have no desire to learn anymore. But if there's someone out there, adults or a child, that has dyslexia, because I heard you said the reading and the comic books and all that stuff helped you a lot. What would
Yes.
you recommend to them?
Just keep plugging at it. Find something that you like to do. Find something that you like to read. Like I didn't always like to read the textbooks in the classroom, but the comic books, was showing me a different things that I need to see. So my wife would say all the time, my vocabulary is very broad, but because I read comic books. So I always wanted to know the story behind the pictures. So therefore, I would sit in hours and try to look up the words and try to find out what's going on, what's going on with the storyline, and that kept me engaged. Even right now, I'm going through a training course at my job, and we're talking about adult learners, and I'm learning how to teach adult learners and also how I learned, and just being transparent. It's amazing.
I do have a question.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I saw it, Kenny. You
No,
want
no, I
you want
have
me to
one.
go ahead with it? Oh,
No,
you have
I have
one.
a personal one. Yeah, that I wanted to
Kenny has a
ask.
question.
I've always I was curious about it, and Jermaine being my brother, I feel like I can ask. It says like, all right, I'd like to know how your writing process is, and do you have any specific techniques or tools that help you manage the dyslexia while you're writing?
Well, that's an easy question. Technology has come a long way, so a lot of things I talk text to my phone or I record on a voice recorder, and then I go back and I edit it and I play it back again. So sitting at my desk with a headset on and just typing it or just speaking it in words out, so that works very easily. So I can also translate what I want here to here and from here, so it comes out.
Got it. All right, I got one more for you. One more.
Got
Now,
you. Go
have
ahead,
you
Kenny.
found that having being dyslexic has it shaped your writing style or influenced the themes in any of the books that you write in any way?
Wow, that's a good question. Yes, it has. Um, I see everything as a story. So, once you Daddy Big Secret was a great story, it was a great book. But when you read this next book and you hear how the images, transport you to from either from North Philadelphia
Whew.
or Georgia or wherever you're at in your home, in your office, it takes you to that land, that forest, of where I want you to be at. So I want you to see what I see and feel what I feel.
Mm. All
So
right.
yeah, it helped me with my words. Yes.
And, and on that, Jermaine, you are so detailed. When reading your story, it's like sitting there watching a TV show.
Oh,
You
thank you.
know, you just I sit there and I envision everything that you're describing, everything that is happening, because you're so detailed with it and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It is really beautiful.
I can vouch for that. He's got that Michelangelo Rembrandt painting pictures with words going on.
But it
Oh,
does. Those words come to life, and you just envision it, and you just float with it. And you got a couple of questions on here that came in. One of them, also, how hard was it for you as a child growing up with dyslexia?
It depends on what stage of life it was. In school, it was very hard. As far as sitting in school and reading and writing, I never want to be labeled. Cool. I don't want to make fun of anyone, but being called bad names like dummy, stupid, and stuff like that. I didn't want to be belittled because I felt though I wasn't those things. But so I hid it for a long time, and I suppressed it so much, like any other trauma. I suppressed it so much, it found a way to bubble up like oil, and it kept affecting my life because it always kept coming up, creeping up, creeping up. It wasn't until I got a hold of it and said I accept this, and I moved on from it until when it became a badge of honor.
Ooh, what I heard right there was, and we in society do this all the time. We suppress our feelings. We suppress things we feel like we're embarrassed by. But then once we free ourselves from those things, it helps us to grow. And that's what I
Yes,
heard you say. And
yes.
that's the truth. That's awesome. Go ahead. You were
Was there
going to
another
say
question?
something,
I'm sorry.
Jermaine?
No, 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 no. I was agreeing with you. Yeah.
well, Wayne
Oh
Wayne had a
yeah,
question.
I mean, and what? And when saying that, we all could, speak on that. And Kenny, I know you said Wayne has something because I lost him, but there was another one where I think Sanders asked, "Were you going to be doing any type of book signings?"
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Once the book comes out, I plan to go to different libraries, uh, different bookstores and stuff like that. But I haven't really locked anything down. There's talks about, well, actually, Miss Renee has a roadmap that she has laid out for the book tour that she went on. So I'm hoping to go on a book tour myself.
All right.
Look, you said Miss Renee, and I appreciate that, but Miss Felicia played a big role in that, so I'm quite sure she's gonna have yourself and myself real busy pretty soon.
For it.
Yes, yes, she's going to. Kenny, I guess I need you to pull up YouTube because I'm on Facebook. I see that there are questions on YouTube also. Let me see,
Yeah,
can I get
we got
there?
those. They want to know what your next book going to be about,
Well, okay, so
or the
I already
next
started my
chapter.
next book right now. It is going to be on the journey of the little bird and the oracle. So I'm actually going to actually pick up from where I dropped off and continue the next book. I'm also in the process of writing a TV show series. I'm not going to say the name or what it's about right now, but I'm also working on that as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Busy, busy, busy man. Busy. Wayne Cooper says the literary jump from Daddy's Big Secret to The Little Bird is incredible. The quality of the writing is too. Where did you find the confidence to make that jump? And he says, by the way, I'm your brother too.
Yes. Um, the confidence actually just came from my wife because I shared one day. Felicia and I was walking around the block, and I had an idea. I just had like an epiphany. I said, "I'm gonna write a story about a little bird," and she said, "So when you gonna write it?" I said, "I'm gonna write it today," and I started writing, and I just kept going, and it just kept pouring out of me. So yes.
Wow. Awesome.
That is awesome, Wayne. I mean, Jermaine, reading Wayne's comment, and he says that he's the brother too. Yes, Wayne, you've been the brother for over 7 years now. And we're gonna get you on here. You keep dodging me, but we're gonna get you on here also. And Jermaine, I would like to go into any more questions out there for Jermaine Kenny.
We have some comments saying your books will be definitely added to my grandchildren's library. So
Oh,
that's awesome.
Awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. Jermaine, I listened to you and going back to where you say that I inspired you. I mean, that made me teary eyed. But what I see is when I met Wayne in this writers group, we always talk about some people will get started on a book, but they'll never finish.
that's finished.
And the fact that you have completed two, and one of them a chapter book, yes. And now you're working on your third one and your TV show and all that stuff. I'm just so proud. I'm really proud of you, and I keep saying that because I am. And what people don't see on the outside, though, is they see the finished product, but they don't realize how much work and how much time goes into this stuff. And you work a full time job. When do you find
Yes.
time to write?
Like I said, on my phone, I talk to text. Um, at night, I have a notepad by my bed and a pen. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I write down my dreams and see if I can incorporate that into the story. Even just everyday life, the conversations I have with my daughter, things I've shown her, things I've shown my nieces about. I write that down and I incorporate that into the story. There's a lot of hidden gems within this story that some people may pick up on because it's telling about them. Either the name is in there somewhere, the characteristics about them is in there somewhere. So if you read the story, you can kind of pick out, so like, hey, he knows me. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. That is very true. That is so true. And yeah, there's several parts in that story. I was like, I didn't tell him this. Was he in my head? But it's what it is. You find yourself in these stories, and that's what makes a great story. And it also helps to have that village of support around you. Also,
Thank
you're
you.
doing it, and your wife is right there beside you. Supporting. Sometimes people give up because they feel like they don't have the support, they don't have the right people that they're working with, this, that, whatever. But my motto in life is if you start, don't quit.
Yeah.
Great model. Great model.
Great model.
Because you never know what is going to become if you stop.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you have done some greatness.
Well, thank you.
Okay, we got the questions off of YouTube. We got the questions off of Facebook. So, Kenny, I guess we're going to go into thanking our sponsors.
All right.
Grandma Polly and the Big Rig Kids organization would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors: Simone Entertainment and Enterprises, Motherly Music Movement, WITS Writers in the Spirit, Your Special Agents, and the TNT Real Estate Team. And last but not least, KJ Multimedia Solution. Your generosity and belief in our mission is greatly appreciated. Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts.
See, it's that beat right there. It's always that beat right there that gets me stirred up every time. And we always thank everybody, but you know what? Sanders Tisdale, we want to thank you because he's the voice over for that. And he does an awesome job with that. And we hadn't told you thank you before. We want to say thank you now, my brother. That's another brother. We have plenty of them, but Jermaine, it was just so great. Is there anything else you want to say to the people? The floor is yours. Tell them how they can get your book too.
You can go to our website, SimoneEntertainment.com, and you go to pre-order the book. The book is on sale right now. We're looking for November 1st. No, I'm sorry, December 1st holiday date to get it out. It'll be hardback. I think all children's books should be hardback because it gives the kids something hard to hold on to and that nature. But I thank you. I'm just on awe, actually be able to be on the talk to you and talk to people out there about what I've done in my humble life.
We thank you for coming. We really do appreciate this. Kenny, are you giving away something tonight? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm trying to find out.
Oh yeah, definitely. We always give away because we want to uplift
Okay.
and build our community up and help them achieve what they want to achieve. So anybody out there with a business, take it away, Renee. But before we do that, uh, uh, there's a very interesting climax, a finale that ends the first book of the series that only a few people who read the transcripts know. So let's just let the audience members try to guess what high point of the book that is. Can we do that?
You have the answer to it because there were several for me. So I'm hoping you got the answer that you're looking for.
I will definitely. I, I will check with my higher source over here.
Oh, Felicia. wait a minute. Which book are they guessing the ending to?
First, this Little Bird book. The first, is it the
They
Little
The
are?
Bird?
little
Okay.
bird. Oh,
That ends the first book of the series. So,
ooh, I have several in that one. That's why I told you, man. I have some questions to ask him. I'm not gonna ask him over here, but I got some questions. I want to know why.
Even Felicia has the same thing. Like,
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll talk about that one off camera. I just want to know why because it was so
okay.
great. But okay, what's the
okay.
question, Kenny?
What's the question? What the high point is? That's what
Yeah.
you're asking?
Oh, they have to put what they think the high point is.
Yeah, they have to put what they think it
Oh,
is.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they
Okay,
have to
this book
put.
is about family and a forest and a bird. What do you think the high point? What do you think the ending of the story is? That's what we're asking, right?
Yeah, it has a very interesting climax and finale that ends the first book of the series.
Yeah.
And what is
It
that
does.
high
Yeah.
point? You know,
Whew. Like I
So am I
said,
supposed to
there's
guess?
several, so you're gonna have to give the answer to that one.
I'm gonna leave it to his better half to give the answer to that once everybody has
Oh,
chimed in.
Felicia.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
keep cranking
Just
them
take a
out.
guess. A bird, a family, and the forest. And the orchid, I can tell that the orchid is a tree. That's part of the story, but can't tell you what part they play in it, but those are the things.
Oh boy! But while we're waiting for some of those, I got
Huh?
I got one more question for him.
Because that one was hard, Kenny.
Yeah, no, what I got one more question for Jermaine that
Okay.
I've
Shoot.
been curious about.
Okay.
Like you've came on and inspired everyone that's on watching it and beyond. I just want to know what advice would you give to aspiring authors with dyslexia who may be facing similar challenges and pursuing their writing dreams?
Wow. That's a powerful question.
Great
Um,
question.
I guess to answer that question, if you have an idea, a passion, don't let it stop you. What I've done in the past is that I used to do it every year, but I've stopped doing it. There are a lot of people who are famous people who you look up to, authors, writers, athletes, actors who have dyslexia, and it never stopped them. So what's different from you and me? Everybody put their pants on one leg at a time. So I say if they can do it, I can do it. So that's one thing I would tell you. But if you have an idea, whatever it is, a dream, whatever it is, don't stop chasing your dream.
Mm,
Everybody's a lifelong learner. You're gonna learn something every day. So don't stop chasing your dream. Keep going, keep pushing, and keep moving forward to what you want.
awesome. Awesome.
That's that grown folk talk
Talk
right
right
there.
there.
She
Yeah.
said everybody put their left hands on one leg at a time. My grandma used to say that all the time. That's that grown folk talk. But it is the truth. I mean, we all have limited abilities. I don't care what you put behind your name, in front of your name, this, that, or whatever. Nobody is 100% there. But one thing I did find out, and I know just from the family that I have around me, is if you put forth the effort and you're working at it, people will surround you and say, come on, let's do this. You don't have to do it by yourself.
Yes.
I think that's one of the biggest keys.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they see you doing it, they're gonna jump on board and be like, okay, I can help you. It's just like trying to pull wagon uphill. But somebody's sitting and they're trying to get that wagon up the hill, but they're just sitting in the wagon relaxing. People are gonna walk past you. But if they see you
Mm-hmm.
chugging to go up that hill and you're trying to get there, people are gonna stop and they're going to come and say, okay, come on. Let me help you.
Yes.
You do what it is that you know, and let me help you in the areas that you're unfamiliar with. And I
Yes.
think that's
Yes.
the key
Yeah.
because
That's
that's
definitely
what I've experienced. Go ahead, man.
yes. hmm Um, it's interesting. I use the analogy of like you said wagon. I use the analogy of relay race. You're on a team, but you have to run your individual race, and you pass that baton to move it forward. Jordan used to swim anchor for soccer, which she now PDR when she swam, and she like, well, I'm on a team. Like, yeah, but you still have to push yourself as fast as you can go to help the team go faster than they can go. So yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's key. When I first got started, I didn't know what I was doing. I just started writing.
You
And
couldn't
as
tell
people
me.
saw what I was doing, it was like, okay, I'll show you this. I could teach you this. I could this. We have to be willing to learn and not be the know it all, also. So I've learned so much in these last 7 years that now when people come to me, and trust me, there's still a whole lot I need to learn. Now I can do the writing part, but there's a whole lot of other stuff that goes with this. So now because people had to help me and people are still helping me, what I do in turn is when someone approaches me about the same thing, I'm willing to reach back and give them the knowledge that I have
Yes.
learned. And that's each one teach one.
Yes.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Yes, so nobody answered that question yet, Kenny?
Not as of yet. I think because a lot of people
Okay,
haven't read
make
it.
it.
But you go ahead, Renee. You give us your
That's what I'm
perspective.
saying.
Go.
You made it hard. I'm not gonna even answer that because I got several of them, and if I say it, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. Because me and Jermaine gotta have a conversation. But okay, away from the book, I'm gonna make it easy on y'all. Kenny made it hard. Jermaine job that pays his bill. What is it that he does?
Oh,
Who is he?
it was in the
Oh,
intro.
See that one
okay.
easy because we said that.
My
Yeah,
vocation.
we're gonna make that one easy. Yeah, what? He said his job and his location. He made it hard. Now he said, "I'm making it easy on y'all. Y'all just had to tell me."
That's my vocation. Yeah.
I was just gonna tell y'all, give me the job. He said, and location. We gonna take the job.
No. Just your job.
What
Your
type
job.
of work does? Huh?
Somebody guess it?
Make sure to share. Oh, make sure to share this video and add your business link to your social media in the comments to win the free animated business logo.
Yeah, let's put that up
So
there.
yes, you have to share this video and you have to add your business link in here. And then you have to tell us what your main job is.
He
He's a
love
man in
letters.
black. He's a man in black.
Yeah. I feel like that's a
You want to give him
He's out
another hint?
chasing aliens. Huh?
And give him another hint. There's so many TV
Um,
shows named after him.
yes.
yes. Three letter
Yes.
three letter three
And it
letter
starts
name.
with the letter that cat starts with.
Oh Lord. Did you just say that?
I'm making it interesting. Yeah, see how they pay, how much they're paying, how much attention they're paying. Because there's a cat too in the book.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Nobody.
Anyone yet?
Ooh, they wasn't paying attention.
I'm gonna say he knows that from our band. Oh boy.
What's his name? Shamar Moore.
well, it was similar. He did SWAT.
Yeah, but
There's
really
an
won't give
answer.
if I say the other thing, it'll be the answer.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
no,
Yeah,
not
you're close.
yeah,
You're close. You're
yeah,
close.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know that
Same
cute
appeal.
Shamar Moore.
There's an
Mm-hmm.
answer.
There's an answer. We got an
It
answer.
starts with
Uh,
a C, guy. A C, a C, a
another. I'm gonna
C.
give him another hint. Everybody knows that from our van.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Y'all don't
What
watch
YouTube video?
TV?
Yeah.
She said there's an answer on YouTube. Let me look at YouTube.
See,
Somebody got it
where
right.
is it on YouTube? Because it starts with a C.
Somebody got it right.
Somebody, did they get it right, Kenny?
Well, they got. Well, this is what they said. They said a
What they
cop.
say?
Oh, close.
Clothes. It's a
I
whole
work with him.
unit.
Yes, I work
It's a
with
whole
him.
unit. Um,
I'm tempted to play the intro video again, man.
I'm telling you, they weren't paying attention. I mean, Law and Order, CSI, Bones. Who's the people who show up when somebody gets murdered?
Ooh. Mm.
Now that one, I can't give you no other example. That's it right there. Who shows up at not the police? Who shows up at the scene? Y'all don't watch these TV shows.
There it is.
Everyone
We have a
does.
winner, guys.
We have a winner.
Yay!
Woo!
Give it up for the Venus
Who was it?
LaShawn.
Okay, okay. What's the answer, Jermaine?
Crime scene investigator.
CSI. I told you I started with the letter that Cat started with.
Yeah.
Well, we got through that. The Venus have a business for that logo. Did she share the video?
I guess we'll find out from Felicia.
Yeah,
She
we'll
could,
find out from Miss
if she
Felicia.
could, if you could just
Um,
inbox Grandma Polly and talking to the Venus LaShawn with that information, your contact information, and we definitely get with you on that. Okay, Venus. So everybody, give her a round of applause.
yes, yes, yes. And I want to thank my brother Jermaine Seamon for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure and blessings to you on your new book. I'm excited. I can't wait to read it where I'm not reading it on the computer, where I have the actual book in my hand.
They can
Because
touch the
I like to
pages.
read. I like to read, but I love to read the books. So I'm just proud of you, and lifting you up in the spirit, and it's gonna get out there and it's gonna make it do what it do. Do you have any final words for the people?
No, it's funny because I'm not the talker in my family. I'm more the behind the scenes. So the running gag in my family is when my wife finishes speaking, I say thank you and good night, like Russell Simmons off that Chinese movie. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I appreciate you.
Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. And Kenny, you know what's up. We're gonna say thank you all. Kenny, I thank you. I thank you, my brother,
Mm-hmm.
for the way you set this stuff up every week. I appreciate you. And with that note
Definitely.
being said, we're gonna say peace out and we love you.